Good morning and welcome to Richard Rawls' Daily Meditation from the Centre for Action and Contemplation. The theme for this week is simplicity, and the title of today's contribution, today being Thursday, July the 2nd, 2020, is God's Simple Pleasure. And we begin with a quote from Eli, an Amish farmer, who says, "The land is God's. Caring for the land every day is my way to be close to God. God's land must be honoured." Richard Rawls continues, "Poet, author and farmer Wendell Berry is a shining example of humility and simple living. He's made it his life's concern to commit to one beloved plot of land in Kentucky. He says everything he's learned has been through his faithfulness to that commitment. He reminds me of St. Francis of Assisi in that he loves nature deeply and takes the gospel seriously. Berry writes of the profound pleasure that can come from simple things if we can attune ourselves to them." And this is what Wendell Berry says. "It is astonishing and of course discouraging to see economics now elevated to the position of ultimate justifier and explainer of all the affairs of our daily life, and competition enthroned as the sovereign principle and ideal of economics. It is impossible not to notice how little the proponents of the ideal of competition have to say about honesty, which is the fundamental economic virtue, and how very little they have to say about community, compassion, and mutual help. For human beings, affection is the ultimate motive, because the force that powers us, as John Ruskin also said, is not steam, magnetism, or gravitation, but a soul. It is possible to look beyond this all-consuming rush of winning and losing to the possibility of countrysides, a nation of countrysides in which use is not synonymous with defeat. It is, but in order to do so, we must consider our pleasures. There are pleasures that are free or without a permanent cost. There are the pleasures that we take in our own lives, our own wakefulness in the world, and in the company of other people and other creatures, pleasures innate in the creation and in our own good work. It is in these pleasures that we possess the likeness to God that is spoken of in Genesis. God looked upon all that God had created and saw that it was very good." The passage suggests that our truest and profoundest religious experience may be the simple, unasking pleasure in the existence of other creatures that is possible to humans. It suggests that God's pleasure in all things must be respected by us in our use of things. It suggests, too, that we have an obligation to preserve God's pleasure in all things. Where is our comfort but in the free, uninvolved, finally mysterious beauty and grace of this world that we did not make, that has no price? Where is our sanity but there? Where is our pleasure but in working and resting kindly in the presence of this world? Here ends the meditation for today.